G'day, it's Phil here and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to go through the Royal Australian Mint 2023 annual report, which has come out at the end of October, and just go through some of the numbers for standard circulating coins that have come on the report. And so let's get straight into the report. On the screen you'll see the front page of the report. I'm going to basically do a little bit of just flicking through the report itself, the Royal Australian Mint Annual Report 2023. Let's go through to the page where the circulating coins are. Now, the appendices is where the circulating numbers sit. Got a bit of paper here that tells me what's in the reports. I've got a bit of notes. I've got a little bit of things to work through. In the appendix itself, you go through all the coin purchases over the years from 1965, 66, all the way through to this year. Tells you what the Mint has issued out or has sold to the banks. Then you go into the circulating coin population in the Appendix B of the report. We have circulating coin production in Australia and then other countries. This is the circulating coins that were issued in the year 2022 to 2023, and that's the financial year in Australia, 1st of July to the 30th of June the next year. So 5 cent, 10 cent, 20 cent, 50 cent. There we have all the circulating coins that were issued. You'll notice that there are no circulating coins that were issued with the date 2023, which was as the Mint had said in 2022 after the death of Queen Elizabeth II, that no circulating coins would be issued in 2023 because of the issue with the effigy. Now, there were coins that were issued that the Mint is calling uncirculated coins, and they had the memorial effigy on it, and we'll go through that a little bit. But basically it tells us that the 2022 $1 coin, there was 6.1 million of those minted in the year 2022 to 2023. There was donation dollars that were dated the 2021 that were issued in 2022-2023 for 7.95 million, which came as a little bit of a surprise to me, knowing that the donation dollar was issued in 2020 and 2021, issuing new donation dollars in 2022 and 2023 with the year 2021 was a bit of a surprise. But they did say that they would mint one donation dollar for every Australian, which was about 26 million, and prior to that we'd only had around about 17 million issued up to that point. So that sort of fleshes out the total of the donation dollars for basically the 3 years, 2020, 2021, 2022. And so that was a bit of a surprise for me. It wasn't a surprise, this number here, the effigy, JC effigy of the $2 for 2022, 27 million. There was a significant amount of those new coins issued. You're finding them everywhere. So that wasn't necessarily a surprise. The surprise really was that the 2022 $1 coin at 6 million, and then no other coins in the $1 denomination that were noted as being produced, because there are a couple of lower minted numbers from 2020 and 2021 that we haven't really got an idea on, and we have to go with what the Mint says there are out there. So that was the circulating coins for the year, which when you put it into a spreadsheet, which I have done, and you look at the numbers across the years, and I've gone back from 2020, 2021, 2022 and 2023 in all the 50s, the 1s and the 2s, and I've put them in order of when or what year they were issued. And so in 2019 to 2020 report, we had 90,000 of the 2020 coat of arms, and then we had just under 1 million in the 2020-2021 year. And so the totals over here showing that 1.08 million of those were issued. And these numbers here within this section, as I go through, though they were amended as the reports came out. So in the 50 cent realm, the 2020 still the lowest minted there at just over $1 million, which is why when I do my noodling, I pull out the 2020 coins because they are low minted. The 2021, there wasn't any issued in this report, and in 2022 we had another 720,000, but there was already 11 million out there. So 2021 comes out to about 12 million, 2022 comes out to about 12 million, and then no 2023 dated coat of arms went into circulation. And that's the same for the 2023 Mob of Roos or the 2023 Aboriginal Elder for the $2 coins. So there, what we see is that apart from the 50 cent coat of arms from 2020 and this number here at the 2021 Mob of Roos, this seems to be the very lowest minted of the 2020 or the Mob of Roos of any kind, really, at 160,000. Very hard to find those. It does say that 2022 $1 coins, there was 6.1 million of those minted, which sort of makes sense because 2022 $1 coins Mob of Roos are quite easy to find. There are a lot of them around, a lot of fresh new ones, very easy to find, and so it looks like at this point 2021 Mob of Roos, the lowest minted circulating Mob of Roos around at 160,000. So if you've got one of those or you can find one of those in circulation, definitely something to keep. In the $2 realm, nothing really special there. There's tons. There's heaps and heaps of 2020s, 2021 and 2022s. So really in the last sort of 3 or 4 years, the 50 cent 2020 coat of arms and the 2021 Mob of Roos are really the coins to keep for collectors and sellers alike. So if I go back and I look at these numbers here, they were the numbers that were issued in the individual reports, but also when you look at the report, if you go to the remediation, now every year the Mint puts out a remediation of information published in previous annual reports, and this is the opportunity that they get to tell us if something's changed. If they found a whole heap of coins that were issued in or minted in the wrong year, then they get a chance to update their numbers. Generally what they do, from my understanding, is that they replicate the page or the line item of the product for that year, and that replaces that number. It doesn't add it on, it replaces that number. So in the 2023 report, they go on to say that in their 2021-2022 report, these numbers have changed. And the reason that these particular numbers have changed is because they've added a mintage total for these numbers. So if I go to the 2021-2022 report and I look at it, and so if I go to that report there and I look for that page, to the appendices, I go to the Australian frontline workers. If I have a look at what they're talking about here, they're talking about the rolled and the PNCs. And I find the rolled and the PNCs for that coin. And there it is there. The coloured circulating frontline workers rolled and PNC. Previously, they had the mintage as unlimited, and they've updated that to say that the mintage was 2 million, which means that for the frontline workers, these 10,000 rolled issue and these 10,000 PNC issues, they sit within the total mintage of 2 million. So we know that the frontline workers, no matter where you look at, whether it's back on this report, it's within the 2 million range. So it's not on top of the 2 million that they issued. It is the 2 million is the total amount of frontline workers individual coins that were issued. So that's what we have for each one of those, and the numbers that I have prepared here, those numbers are or take into account the amendments. So now I want to talk a little bit about the other coins that we got numbers for, not the circulating coins, but the uncirculated commemorative coins. Here I've just confirmed what has been advised in the remediation for the previous year. The frontline workers and the 75th anniversary of peacekeeping, the mintage has now been set at that 2 million. And the other coins that are down here, if we go and look at the circulating coin production in the 2023 annual report, and we go further down past the other countries' production into the coin, or the collector coin production, there we see all of the coins that the mint has issued for collectors, being the C-mint marks, the proof sets, the uncirculated coins, the bullion coins, as well as the investment coins. So this is where you'll find everything that the mint has made in the year, the 12 months, other than the circulating coins. So what I had noted here in my little spreadsheet was that the Vegemite coins, the $2 coloured Vegemite coins, they've been listed as 1 million each. So that was pretty much on the money with what we were told that they were going to be minted, which is relatively low. Each one of those is like a coronation coin, only 1 million each of those. And then we also have the $1 uncirculated Matilda's coins. You'll see that there is a name next to those, so the mint has used their own names, or the names that the coins actually have, which is quite close to the names that I made up when I do my annotations in my videos. So I called the striker coin, I called it a strike. The header coin, I called it a header. The tackle coin, I got that sort of wrong. I called that a challenge because when you're playing football and you get challenged by another player, that's what I call that. Especially the way that the depiction of the coin is in midstream, where there is a player on their side sliding in to take control of the ball. I called it a challenge, but it's called a tackle. And the other one was the keeper, with the one with the net on it. So I was quite close to what they actually had. And they've got 1 million each as well, so also lightly minted than some of our others, but more than some of the other $1 coins that we see around the traps at the moment, like the AFL and the AFLW Premiership Cup coins. We've got 1.665 of those, a million that is, and that's quite a lot of those coins. There's a lot of them around. And then you've got the uncirculated coins, the Aussie big things, and there's 10 of those, and each one of those is around 504,000. So very similar to the Great Aussie Coin Hunt numbers that we've been seeing over the last 4 years, from 2019, 2021 and 2022. 2023 will have the Aussie big things at 500,000 each, but there's only 10 of those, whereas previously there's 26 of the Great Aussie Coin Hunts. The only one that I haven't got here is the $2 coloured Matilda's coin. So let's go and have a look at what the report says on that. I know what it is, but we'll go to the collector coin production. We'll read through all of the coins and find it. There's the anniversary of peacekeeping, noted that it's 2 million. We keep going down, going through all the Akadaka, all the ACDC coins. The Signals Directorate, 50,000, the 50 cent Signals Directorate coin. And then we get down through all the bits and bobs that the mint has brought out, through the Tooth Fairy kits and so forth, the bullions, the Vegemite sets, proof coin sets, baby coin sets, so forth. And if we keep going down through all the other investment coins, there is a lot of coins that come out this year. Through all the Aussie big things, so the big pineapple sachet. One of the things that I would like to clarify with the mint is that term of a sachet. Now, I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I'm assuming that because it doesn't say that there's 10 coins in a sachet, that's not 320,000 worth of sachets. That's 320,000 coins in sachets, and I believe that's how they delivered them to the Australia Post in sachets, so that they can be distributed out as change. So they've used that number as the starting base for this total number here of 504. When you add the other things in, like there's 320 in the sachet, and then when you have a look at the actual sets themselves, I think there's 160. There we go. 20 AFL. Oh, that's the AFL. The Aussie Big Things. Where is it? There it is. Uncirculated set. 177,500 of the sets themselves, plus the 320 gives you that number at the 500 approximately. But if we go back, we can see all the AFL coins, and I think there's the term sachet as well, 1.5 million, and I'm assuming again, without going to the mint and getting clarification, that the sachet is just the way that was delivered or sold, but there was only 1.5 million of those, because if they were sachets of 5 or 10 and there was 1.5 million sachets, then that mintage would be much larger, and I don't believe that is the case. So then we go further down through the PNCs, the Akadaka PNCs, through the Aussie Big Things PNCs, because there was pretty much a PNC for every one of those Aussie Big Things, through the AFL individual club PNCs, and here we go. Here we've got the Vegemite coins showing the 1 million mintage, the yellow ring, the black ring, and then you've got the Matildas, the $2 uncirculated Matildas. It gives us an idea of what those coins were called to, because we didn't really have an idea of what they were called. So the dark green ring is the bold coin, the light green ring is the fierce coin, and the yellow ring is the united coin. And each one of those, again, has a million mintage, same as the individual $1 coins. 1 million mintage, again, quite a small mintage, same as the Vegemite, even though there was 3 million all up issued of those Matildas coins, only one of each colour. Same with the Vegemite, so very similar mintage to the Coronation. So I would assume Coronation's been around now for 10 years. In about 10 years' time, it may very well be quite difficult to find those coins, both the Vegemite coins and the Matildas coins in circulation. And given the heat that we've had on these coins this year, it might actually start to be quite tough to find those coins a lot sooner than a 10-year period, I would assume, given that a lot of people have hoarded some of these out. But the thing about the hoarding of coins is, when times are tough and if the price of the coins doesn't necessarily rise on the collector market, they'll slowly but gently be issued back into circulation. That's my opinion. Again, that's what I know from anecdotal evidence. So that's pretty much it for the new coins that we're really concerned about this year. The circulating coins that came out from the mint in the normal denominations, the standard denominations, plus the ones that hit our shops and into our change in the Vegemite coins and the Matildas coins, as well as the AFLW coins. They were the only real issues into circulation, and although they are called uncirculated, the reason that is obviously is a corporate issue, and technically the RAM or the Royal Australian Mint didn't circulate them themselves. They sold them to a third party to be circulated. There we have it. That is the numbers. You'll see these now in my noodles. When I do the annotations and I find these coins, these will be the numbers that go up. I'd also like to say that, as a noodler, as a collector of coins, I'm relatively an amateur in that regard. I'm not a particular expert in any of these fields. I don't spend a lot of time expressing my expertise on forums or websites or on Facebook in different groups. There are a lot much more experienced coin collectors than I out there with a lot more information. As I said, I don't usually email the mint. I have emailed the mint in the past for clarification, but I don't email the mint on a regular basis and try and get a lot of inside information or information in relation to that. But I do my best, and I hope that when I come up with a video like this, just going through the numbers, it gives some insight into what I'm thinking and what is in the public arena as common knowledge that you may or may not have had the opportunity to have a look at, or it's just a bit hard for you to get around to researching this sort of thing. So I think I'll leave it off there. I'm just showing off some of the coins that the Royal Australian Mint have put into their annual report, which is great. I think it does really show that the Royal Australian Mint, the quality. I think every one of there are different sections in their mint report has a different effigy on it. Whether it be the IRB, the Jody Clark, the old Raphael McCloof, or the yes. That's pretty much it. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy what I do, please think about subscribing. I will be back for more noodling in a few days. If you have any comments, please leave it down below. Questions, I'm sure there's people in the community that love to answer those questions if I can't. But I'll be back for more noodling, as I said, in a few days, even possibly tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. Bye for now.